Well, look who we have run into at the Military Appreciation and the Veterans Day Parade and the Mayor's Breakfast, but the host of First Coast Military Life, Lieutenant Colonel, retired.
Colonel
Chris
Budihas.
retired.
They're going to ask for more money back. They'll be like, wait a second, we feel I got too much.
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you.
What does
Appreciate
it mean to hear Happy Veterans Day?
It means a lot. You know, it's I don't expect thanks because I selflessly served in the military and I want to selflessly serve beyond my service on active duty, and I appreciate it. You know, people in this this part of the country are very patriotic, and they really do appreciate what we've done to keep our nation free. And as I went to the 250th Marine Corps Ball in San Francisco this last weekend, General Retired Mattis said, you know, this group of folks are willing to give their lives for both liberty and for democracy, and so I think a lot of Americans will do that because we saw it in 9/11 when the country's in duress, people will answer the call. So
when you had the 250th celebration in San Francisco, what else stood out to you? I mean, that's so much history, and yet you have the youth who are serving now. I mean, did it all come together?
It does. You know, it's amazing. So, you know, you had people from 18 to 80-something years old, right, that are present, and you see that multi-generational group of veterans, both on active duty in the Guard and Reserve, but also that are now retired, and that bond through history of service that brings them all together regardless of their age. Yeah.
Wow. Any trouble getting back to town?
No trouble for me. I was pretty lucky, knock on wood, but when I looked at as I mentioned off camera here, when I got back here, I looked at the departures and arrivals. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of folks that are delayed. So thank God the government is getting back to work here soon, because you know our veterans and those folks. You know, I told all the TSA folks, the agents, I said, thank you for being here, because you're not getting paid right now, but hopefully you'll get back paid.
Why does Jacksonville embrace the veteran community in the way that we do? This is the largest event in all of Florida today, and we're Jacksonville. Like, why is that?
I think it's because when you look at our historical line of service here in this part of the country, I mean, we have a strong naval presence, but we got a large, veterans presence here with 200. I think it's 170,000 veterans living in the Duval County and the surrounding county area. So I think that level of people that have participated both in uniform, and then just the amount of folks that are just extremely patriotic and they support our veteran community, I think that makes it a special event here. So the ability for this city to have the Military Affairs and Veterans Department with Harrison Conyers to one of only two cities to have that. New York City is the other city, is pretty impressive. So I appreciate our community to come out here, and they encourage our veterans to continue to serve past their military service, and it's just a great place to live.
Will there be a particular look or story that you will be on the lookout for or listening for today, whether at the breakfast or on the parade route?
I don't know. Yeah, so I'll be on the lookout just to see, grab those little tidbits of information, these great stories of service here in the city, and those have done great things. So, but no, I'm not, nothing in particular, sir.
I'm sure you'll obviously be talking about Veterans Day this Sunday on First Coast Military Life.
Absolutely.
What else is coming up?
Yeah, we got a lot of great things coming on. So we just had Nathan Robertson on last week. We talked about the AI, and so that's huge. And then we got some upcoming guests. We're going to talk about small business ownership as a veteran. And then we also have folks coming in to talk about if you want to open up a nonprofit, whether you're in the veteran space or nonprofit space, either as a veteran or as some other form of charity. How do you actually start that nonprofit to be successful?
We'll be listening Sunday morning at 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
First Coast Military Life with Colonel Chris Budihas. Do appreciate
Thanks,
it. Good to
Chris.
see you.
I
Happy Veterans Day.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.